on?
On.
What's up, good people of America? Welcome to Jed Talks. Today, I'm with my good friend, Sean Stemaly.
What's happening?
What's happening, boy?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, brother. I appreciate
I'm
it.
so glad that you're here.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of a last-second thing.
I know.
He asked me if I wanted to be on this yesterday, and we had talked about it before, and he said he's going to be doing it at night, so I thought he meant like 7, but it's like 4 o'clock, and here we are.
Here we are.
I'm glad that we could work her in.
I'm glad that you could be here, brother. I'd like to lead with, I'm very proud of you. You got some dope new music out.
Thank you, man.
Hello You Up is fire.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Is that like your favorite one you've put out so far?
Honestly, I think Back on the Back Road's still my favorite one.
Yeah.
So
That's a banger.
yeah, that song just speaks to me a bunch because the Nashville traffic I got to sit in every single day.
Yeah.
So I kind of get reminded on why I cut the song every single day. Unlike a song like Hello You Up, where I don't go through a tequila breakup every day. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That song is always as special to me. But Hello You Up, I love that song too. It's doing well so far. You know, it's doing its thing, and we'll see how it goes.
It's crushing, dude. It's a freaking great song. If you guys haven't heard it yet, it's called Hello You Up. It's available everywhere, right? Everywhere. And so is Back on the Back Road. And you also have some other really dope stuff coming out eventually here soon, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We're recording it, and we'll see how it goes putting it out. But we're definitely putting more stuff out soon.
Hell yeah. Excited to hear it. That rock banger you put on your little gram is...
Thank you, brother. That's about as authentic as it gets for me.
That's some Sean Stemaly right there. I've known you for about 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the music that I've put out so far doesn't totally describe who I am. So I'm looking forward to putting out the whole project and making people kind of understand me a little bit more, because I'm not just the come back to bed guy.
Yeah.
I get called that a lot.
Is it more of a sound thing or like a message thing?
It's more of a both thing, man. I've been through more stuff than what I'm talking about in Come Back to Bed and Hello You Up and all that. I'm not just a heartbroken son of a bitch. Like I'm usually out having a good time, to be honest with you. And I feel like I don't want people to think I'm just depressed all the time. So we keep putting out these depressing songs. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't think it's depressing songs, man. I think it's just like good heartfelt songs. But I know you want to put out some of that, like
I mean, I grew up on rock, so I just live a country lifestyle and grew up living a country lifestyle. But I grew up on mainly rock, so I like to tie those roots into the backwoods lifestyle that I grew up on, and just talking about that with a country sound.
Yeah,
it's my favorite thing to do.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
You should do a little like death metal Sean. Back on the back road. Yeah.
That's what the Z71 sounds like.
That'd actually be a really cool like metal country name.
What?
Z71.
It's like Chevelle, like touring with Chevelle.
Yeah.
Z71, the whole tour sponsored by Chevy.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd
be dope.
Yeah, that'd be sick. So, what's been going on besides music and stuff? What's new?
I mean, just been hunting a lot more and fishing because COVID. So that was about the only good thing that came out of that, was I got more time to do all that stuff. But other than that, just been writing and working. That's about it. That's about all I do.
Catch any hogs?
Nah, I ain't never killed a hog. I wish.
No, like bass. Hog bass.
Oh, hog bass. Not yet. I've caught like 3-pounders, but nothing like crazy yet.
Yeah.
So
they must be in that pond in your neighborhood.
Nah, I didn't even know about it until you told me about it just now.
I was pulling up to Sean's house today, and I'd never been to his new place, and I look on the map, and he lives right across from this giant pond, and I'm like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you'd probably like that. You go out there and catch, if it has fish in it.
I'm sure it does. I mean,
it's big.
Yeah. I don't know who owns it, so we'll have to see. Have to look at the land map and see who the owner is.
Just go like door to door, like, hey, do you know who owns the pond?
I promise I'm not a Jehovah's Witness. I just want to fish.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We ain't had no Jehovah's Witnesses yet. It's a new neighborhood for me, but we did have a AT&T guy that liked to talk a lot. So
Yeah.
He kept me on the porch for like an hour talking about the better deals and all that. I'm like, dude, I ain't got time to sit here and talk to you about this shit.
About the AT&T?
Yeah. I mean, I'm all about that fiber network and whatnot, but damn.
This podcast brought to you by AT&T.
Yeah. You're welcome, AT&T.
I've not been hearing good things about them, so I'm going to go ahead and like take that down a notch. AT&T's got some stuff to work on.
Really?
Yeah.
I got them here.
You got them?
Yeah.
Are you a fan?
Wi-Fi wise, yeah. I don't have them for cell. I got Verizon.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. Josh just ripped all his out of Barker. He ripped all his out of his house. Apparently, he like got AT&T and then got pissed at it and ripped it all out. Which was probably a lot of work because he probably had it like tucked behind.
Oh
like,
yeah,
trim.
it was a vibe, no doubt. That's for sure.
No
it
doubt.
Probably had like lights on it and all that shit, like painted.
He's one of the most well kept people I can't imagine.
Very meticulous.
Yeah,
very meticulous.
Josh, you are a meticulous guy, but you're a nice guy.
Meticulous. Ooh.
He's a funny dude. We need to get him on here too. But
yeah, I'd say so.
Sean, did you watch episode 1?
With Moon?
No, that's episode 2.
That's episode 2?
Hasn't come out yet.
Shit.
Actually,
my bad.
Will be out by
oh, wait, this will be out
yeah.
after. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't apologize no more. Sorry.
Yeah.
What was the first? I haven't watched it. What is it?
The first one, I had Jackie Lee on. We had a bunch of stuff that just like threw the wrench and all the planning for the release and stuff. It was just a lot, but had Jackie Lee on here, had a great conversation. But at the beginning, I kind of addressed a bunch of the show shit that I wanted to talk about and everything, and got that over with. So now it can just be more focused on the podcast being what I want the podcast to be, which is fun, not talking about bachelor shit.
Yeah, that's fine with me. You ain't got to tell me that twice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that one and the Moon one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get Moon back because I just feel like he wasn't fully himself, and he knew that too because he didn't know to the extent of like what he could say on here.
Well, you just gotta with Moon, you just gotta have a bleep. Just bleep him out every once in a while.
We're ready. We're ready with it.
Just
he did right afterwards. He was like, I didn't really know what I could say and what I couldn't.
Yeah, we're like,
shit,
you should have just said it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably just trying to filter himself, but he has some pretty funny jokes that have cuss words in them, so y'all can just bleep it.
Yeah, and I think it's like some people are gonna get offended. It doesn't matter really what you say. People are gonna get like offended.
Of course they are, dude.
And they're just jokes. Like Moon his are freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
like, I want him to feel like he can say some of those jokes on.
Yeah, I mean he's one of the best people I've ever met in my life, and he don't mean to offend people. He just thinks it's funny, and then other people laugh, and he keeps doing it.
He's just high on life and has a bunch of good jokes.
He ain't like saying some messed up shit. He's just like the jokes just have cuss words. That's it. It ain't no like crazy shit like racist jokes or nothing. It's not like that at all.
No.
Yeah.
But people get offended over everything. So.
Yeah, they do. They do, man. It's whatever.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you do, because like in today's world with social media, people see everything. So it's like somebody out there, the hundreds of millions of people that have social media, is gonna get offended by something.
Yeah.
Like they could get offended by the shape of my glass.
Right. And that's their God-given right to let you know.
That's a
how
square
much
glass. What's wrong with round glasses? Mm-hmm. Like somebody's gonna say some shit like that.
You would drink out of a square glass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Patsy 606 with a cat and her maybe 32 followers, follows 18,072 people.
Oh,
0 posts.
Yeah.
0 posts. You would drink out of a square glass.
Like a anime profile picture.
Gosh, dude, like, trolls blow my mind.
Well, that's why trolls belong under a bridge, brother.
Yeah, brother. They need to get under there.
Yeah, brother.
What are they doing down there, man? It's just like crazy to me that people, they get on this like high horse and feel like they can just say like literally anything they want to anyone. But in reality, if they like said it to your face, probably be a different story.
Well, that's what happens whenever there's no consequence. Like that's with anything in life. Whenever there's no consequence, people do whatever. Like just like Mike Tyson said. He said, something along the lines of like everybody's. What did he say?
He said something like everybody talks shit until they get punched in the mouth. Is that what you're talking about?
He says something about like social
and the faith.
media. And the faith. He says something about like on social media, like I can't remember what it was. It was something about getting punched in the face though.
Yeah, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Jeez.
Yeah. And
I was going to go to Olive Garden tonight.
That's your plan?
No plans.
Too many carbs.
No plans now. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Man. But yeah, I just...
How much money would it take for you to get punched in the face by Mike Tyson? Like a hard right.
Like bare-knuckle?
Yeah.
I'd do it.
Remember, you're gonna need a bunch for medical bills.
You might not survive it. That's the craziest part about it. Is that like you might not live.
That's so true. God, I don't know. Being punched sucks too. But by Mike Tyson, it would especially suck. I'll say I'd do it for $50K.
$50K?
Yeah.
That's gonna cover your medical bills.
If that.
You're gonna have to have
You
facial
think?
reconstruction and shit.
So I fucking dodge his ass.
You gotta.
I don't think you fight him. I think you just have to.
You gotta let him hit you.
No,
You
it's a
just-
prank. He thinks he's gonna punch me, then we fight. I'm just kidding. Then I really get knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like Jake Paul over here trying to. Wait, no, Logan Paul over here trying to fight one of the best
Mayweather.
boxers in the world.
That's gonna be interesting. How do you think that's gonna actually play out?
I mean, my only thing is they ain't even in the same weight class.
Yeah.
Like it
Very different weight class.
just don't make any sense. But I mean, Mayweather's been doing what he's doing for a long time, and he's a legend. So
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing for me is the weight class thing, though. It's just
It's a huge difference.
yeah, like even the height,
Yeah.
like in the face off, you're just like, what in the hell is going on here? But I mean, he's one of the best for a reason, so I'm sure he's got some kind of plan.
Yeah. My thing is
I hope
like,
he whoops his ass.
I mean, I would hope so too, but I think that probably will happen because I don't see Floyd taking any amount of money to let a YouTuber guy like beat him.
No, yeah.
I don't see him stooping down to that just for money, to like allowing someone to win. Be like, we're going to give you $50 million. All you have to do is lose. I just don't feel, he already has so much money. I don't feel like he's going to be like, you know what? I'll take the L to a YouTuber.
After you're undefeated your whole entire career, he's not going to take the L on a YouTuber.
No.
That's for sure.
No, but it's going to be interesting though, because there is like a huge reach difference and a huge weight difference. And I mean, Jake and Logan do train hard. Like that's just, I mean, they do. They talk a lot of
needs
shit.
to whoop their ass though.
Yeah.
Somebody
but
needs to.
I'm just saying they do work hard.
Well,
at
Jake
it.
don't even fight. He don't even fight boxers.
Yeah, I know. That's true.
And
But
if you want to talk shit about MMA people, go to the octagon and settle it. Like, don't tell them to come to the boxing ring if you're the one talking shit. Like, if you're gonna talk shit to somebody, go to their world.
Yeah, but people keep taking it and people keep buying the pay-per-view.
I
So
swear,
wouldn't
dude.
change
Yeah,
shit
that's-
until, you know what I'm
it's-
saying? Like,
it's
don't change a
smart.
thing until it stops working.
it's so annoying, but it's like it's actually like smart.
They've done this type of stuff their whole career too. Like everything they've done has been just so calculated in terms of getting views, and now
Yeah.
they've just found a way to monetize it on the highest level possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I just hope they fight like an actual box. Like, I hope Jake fights an actual boxer.
Yeah.
Because I want to see that. I want to see that happen. Once he wins against like a good actual boxer, okay.
Yeah.
But
The Ben Askren thing was not.
no, that was stupid. He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, and he didn't care if he won or lost.
No.
He got a payday. He didn't care. You could tell. But
No, he said that multiple times too. He's like, He's like, I'm just gonna go home and see the family and take my check and go to wrestling practice.
If you had to put money down right now though on Floyd versus Logan, what are you doing?
I would.
how
bet
many
on-
rounds are they doing?
Um,
It's not 10, is it?
I'm Floyd. I don't even need to know. I would go for Floyd. Just simply because of what I said earlier, though. I don't feel like the guy's gonna be like allowing someone to break his record that's just a YouTuber
I agree.
for money. I just don't see him doing that.
I'd be willing to bet on him too.
6 3-minute rounds.
6 3-minute rounds.
Those are short rounds for Floyd.
How many did Connor go? 8?
I think so.
That's gonna be interesting. When is that?
June 6th, I think.
Oh, wow.
Man,
June 6th.
we should actually bet on it.
Is that a Sunday?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah,
because I know I
June
got
6th
shows on the 4th and 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, they're doing it on a Sunday. That's odd.
Man,
Well, at least I'll be able to catch it.
We should actually bet on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down.
It's so much, honestly, though, it is way more fun, like any sporting event, if you put like a little money down.
Yeah.
And I'm not endorsing people to like go gamble their life away, but like if you put like $5, $10 on a game against like your friend or something, if you know about the teams or something, it makes it way more interesting. And you're
it does.
So much more invested.
Yep.
Like, so much more.
I've only bet on like 2 games ever in my life. So I'm down to bet on stuff like that.
Did you win?
No, I had to think about that. I did not win,
and that's what keeps you.
That's why I don't gamble. I don't really gamble a whole lot. Not even like in Vegas. I'll just sit there and watch usually because every time I gamble, I lose every time. I've won once. I've came out ahead once in gambling. It was in a horse race. I won $75.
Nice.
I was like, I won though. Let's go.
Solid.
The other 100 times I gambled, I've lost my ass. So
that's solid.
At some point, you just got to take the L and just sit it out. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get me a bunch of money saved up and then do it, so I don't feel bad for losing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be in the country world who would win like a King of the Hill boxing tournament?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Like in the country world, like everybody, or just like people with record deals or whatever?
Oh, everybody.
Like in the radio world?
Everybody.
Like everybody.
You got some underground sleeper picks that are just juiced up behind the scenes. Sounds like he's gonna be like, well, I know this one guy.
I know this one guy that works
I
for
don't
Front
know.
Door.
I mean, who knows? I would train for it. I would love to fight some of the people.
Who do you think beats you?
I don't know. Depends. Depends how big
fun,
the
Sean,
depends. It depends how I don't know what it depends on, to be honest with you.
Outside of yourself, though, like, who do you think?
I mean, maybe like
Jay, you go first because you won't go.
maybe Kip Moore or Riley.
Okay. Riley's a big dude.
Yeah, Kip is shredded, in good shape, and he does like the CrossFit shit. And he's probably one of the only artists that actually does CrossFit. I don't like it personally, but I also don't want to die every day.
Yeah.
I ran 2 miles a day. I felt like I was gonna die.
That's pretty good for you. You're not a big runner guy.
Dude, I'm not a big running guy. No.
I'm not really either.
Yeah, I'm starting to get old. My knees hurt now. I ran 2 miles. My knee is aching over here, and I was winded after like a half mile. I was like,
dude, it's hard if you don't like do it regularly. Like running is just such a different demon from like actually working out, and
it is totally different. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather lift weights, and I love to like box. I've been like doing the boxing thing since COVID started, but it's just like on the bag. I don't really do like crazy. I don't have a trainer and all that crap.
Yeah,
but it's a good form of cardio that doesn't require running. So
right. I think that who would win like the King of the Hill thing in the country world besides Sean. I'd be biased if Sean was going because I'd be pulling for my boy. But I've heard that the Riley Green guy, he's got like a temper on him.
Yeah.
And
I think Morgan might give him a run for his money too.
Really?
Yeah, Morgan can throw hands.
He can move?
He can throw hands. I don't know. Ernest might you never know though. Ernest might come in there with the bullet and messing people up. You never know though.
I would like to see Ernest
cornrowed
out fighting some MMA.
The bullet just cornrowed.
Oh, I would love it.
Damn,
I would love
dude.
that. I would love that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Ernest versus Riley.
Whoa.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be wild. I could see it. It's becoming like a thing, like the celebrity boxing stuff, and it's like everywhere.
I don't think it'll happen in the country artist world though, because everybody's scared to mess their faces up.
Till we just started talking about it. Now everyone's gonna be like, "Hey, yeah, let's."
I'm good to go. My nose has been broken 3 times already, and I already got cauliflower ear, so I'm good.
Who's this
Whatever.
veined out some bitch?
That's Riley Green.
There you go.
He won that Redneck Island show too.
Okay.
So
he's
done
got
a
the
little
anger vein right here. You see that? I've noticed people in my life that I've known over the course of my time on Earth, when they have this vein in their shoulder, they got a hot head.
In the forehead vein.
The forehead vein.
If you got a forehead vein, yeah.
Caught him a snapper.
And like the weird blue vein that goes right here on the neck. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Anybody that has that probably is a angry person.
Yeah.
I don't know though. What do I know?
What do we know? We're just a couple of guys trying to make it.
Trying to make it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. More like I said though, Morgan can throw hands, so maybe he'd be a good contender.
Yeah.
But would there be weight classes though, or would it just be like exhibition shit or whatever it's called?
I don't know.
Would there be weight classes?
It seems like the trending thing to do is like no weight classes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like that. No weight classes.
No weight classes.
No weight classes. But
yeah, I don't know. The music business world though, Joey would for sure win.
Joey boy.
Yeah.
I would throw hands with Joey anytime, any place. Joey.
You hear that? That's a call out, Joey.
It's a call out.
It's a call out.
What the hell is on your head, Joey? What the hell is on Joey's head?
Y'all got to start training. It's time. What the hell is on Joey's head? It's a damn training helmet.
I haven't seen Joey in so long. All we do is talk shit to each other.
He's been busy, but
I guess so.
He can hit songs. He can throw a punch, man. He can throw a punch.
I would hope so. And the man's he's a large man.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the rock world for a long time too. So
hell yeah,
there ain't no telling what he's been through.
That was a crazy moment for me when I found out that the Nickelback song that he produced, when it said "What the hell is on Joey's head," that he's Joey.
Yeah, I mean he produced all of them, but
but that was like a crazy moment for me. I was like, whoa,
yeah,
no way.
That kind of blew my mind too. He's got the picture of it of that day that they wrote that song. He's got the picture of the hat that he was wearing with like that same day they took a picture of him. He's
what
got
was it? I've always wondered what was on his head.
I don't know what it is. It's this weird looking thing. I don't know if it was serious or if it was a joke or what. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's in the studio.
That's cool.
Look at that photograph. You know,
that's cool. Joey's a cool dude. We'll give him a little love here, I guess.
Apparently, it was a champagne bucket.
Yeah,
that's what I'm reading on.
A champagne.
He likes buckets, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's the bucket king. He is the king of White Claw buckets.
Yeah, Red Door in Nashville has the deal on a White Claw bucket. So if you're ever in the area, Red Door.
If you're ever in the area and you want a really bad hangover, go there. And get a White Claw bucket.
Head straight to Red Door.
Yeah.
I did a podcast, I guess last week at this point. It'll be like 2 weeks ago by the time this airs, but they asked me like, if you could give any advice to a new artist coming into town, what would it be? And I said, go tie on a buzz at Red Door and shake some hands. And I just feel like that's a pretty reasonable thing to do. Like, what would you say if someone brand new comes to town? They don't know anyone. They don't have any friends.
Outwork everybody.
Well, that's too.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it. Because literally you can be the best singer, best guitar player in the world, and if you have no work ethic, good luck. It ain't gonna happen.
You heard it from Sean Stemaly.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what people ask me. Like whenever they hear that I got a record deal a year and a half after I moved here, they're like, "Well, how did you do that?" I was like, "It ain't hard to do whenever everybody else here sleeps until 11 o'clock every day. I mean, shoot, this is a lot easier than my other job that I had before this. This is way easier.
Yeah,
I had to get up at 5:30 every day and get yelled at by my dad all day and dig holes and work in the hot sun and then wrench on diesels all day. I mean, shoot, I'll go write a song and drink tequila all day, anytime.
Right.
But you got to wake up.
People don't get that, though. People don't know that.
Well, I mean.
And then they wake up, 10 years in Nashville, and they're like, why?
That's why, you'll notice, like, a lot of the people that make it, they're always working. It's because that's what they've been doing, and they just continue to do that. Like, you wonder sometimes why you don't see them out a lot and all that stuff is because they're working.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got a work ethic, you'll stay busy. You'll find something to do in the music industry because there's plenty to do every day.
Yeah.
Especially when we're touring again. There is 0 days off if you're doing it right, or 0 days off. Because we'll hit the road Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come home on Sunday, unpack, do laundry, write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, do all the interviews and management meetings and stuff, and then do the road again Thursday through Sunday. There is no days off. And if you're crazy enough to want to do that, you'll make it.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people move here and don't understand what they're signing up for. Like, we all love to sing songs and write them and play them, but do we love it enough to sacrifice that much time and effort and literally put your whole entire life into it? I've dumped my whole entire life into this stuff, man. I'm talking, I left a good paying job to do this. It's not like the normal, oh, I was dirt poor, I moved to Nashville with nothing. I had a great job and a career. I was going to take over a big family company. And I was like, I'm going to go try the music thing. If I don't do it in 3 years, then I'll go back. And I was like, that's the only option. You know, if I'm 27, I gave myself till 27. And I was like, if it don't work, it don't work. Now, I was fine either way. But I was like, I'm going to put everything I got into this shit.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do, man.
You have, bro. I'll give you mad props for that. You're one of the hardest working people I've ever met.
I appreciate that, dude. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
it shows.
That's the one thing that, you know, the thing that I value the most that my dad and my grandpa taught me is that, because they work even more than me. Or my grandpa passed, but my dad, he's the hardest worker I've ever met. I mean, sometimes to a point where it's not healthy for our relationship. And that's how it's always been, but like, that's what he chooses to do. And you know, he always taught me, like, if you want something, you better work for it. Because he's like, I'm not handing you shit.
Right.
My dad's got money and shit, but he don't hand me nothing. I don't get no handouts. And I appreciate that now. But back in the day, I did not appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I was just a dumb kid who didn't understand. But now I'm super glad that he taught me that. Because now everything that I have, you know, vehicles and four-wheelers and all that shit, I paid every dime for all that. And that's something to be proud of, you know. Like, you really value things that you have to work hard for. It's just different, man, like, than having hand-me-downs and stuff, like, to me, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Earning what you have.
Yeah. I mean, whenever, like, today, for example, me and Big Phil were detailing the touring rig, and I was like, you know, there's some artists that are leasing and all this stuff. I own this. Literally, all this is in my name. I don't have to pay for a lease. I don't have to do this. And we're not in a bus, but I also don't have to pay $15,000 a month for a bus because I own my rig. I was like, this is the way to do things. I don't know. If you build something from the ground up, it's worth it. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's that simple, man.
Yeah.
That's what it all comes down to. Just work harder than everybody.
What put you onto that? Like, to buy the van? Like, what was your...
I got tired of paying $300 a day to rent a Sprinter. I mean, that, whenever you get paid, you know, back then, whenever you get paid $1,500 a show, and your guys take at least $800 of that, and then $300 goes to a van, and then gas and all that, you come out with nothing every time. I was like, why wouldn't I just go buy a van and make $300 payments a month instead of a day?
Right.
It didn't make any sense. So that's why. I mean, it's literally cheaper. If you know that you're going to be like touring a bunch, why not? Own it, you know, because that renting them is not cheap, dude. And then they get you with all these different cleaning fees and maintenance fees and this and that. Like, if you go over a certain amount of miles, they charge you more. Like, nah, we drive that van till the damn wheels fall off.
It's a nice van. It's a nice van for a nice guy.
She gets the job done.
She does. It looks good. I mean,
we named her Halen.
Halen.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Van Halen.
Ah,
yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm getting little stickers made for the side.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
Oh, Halen. Yep.
That'll be sick.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, though. I mean, I think that is a smarter thing to do, like what you're saying. Like, if you're an artist starting out and you're having to rent the van and pay your guys and sometimes have to pay for a hotel and everything else, and you're coming out with absolutely nothing, it's almost more worth it to buy something, finance it, and pay it that way.
Yeah, I mean, and also you got to be willing to dump everything that you do make in those first few years back into your business. Because this is a small business. Like, whether people want to admit it or not, like, you have to treat it like a small business. Yeah. Or else your finances are going to go way down the drain. And, like, everything that I've made in the past 3 years, it goes straight back to music. So.
And you're on a record deal. Like, people, they misconstrue all that. They have no idea.
Yeah, people don't. They
so for the
don't
people like that listen to this, like you should definitely pay attention to this because it's like important to absorb how this actually plays out for someone with a record deal. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, everybody like thinks their perspective of Nashville is, oh, I'm going to move to Nashville, and whenever I get a record deal, I'm going to be rich, and it's going to be easy. You get a record deal, that's when the work starts. That's whenever you got to really crank out your best stuff that you possibly got. You got to give it every bit of your time because you're going to be busy with all the interviews and all the meetings and all the rights that you already had already maybe, and you got to stack all the other stuff on top of it, and then they're obviously going to try to put you on tour all the time. That's whenever the stuff starts. Like, it's not like you sign a lot of, like, usually with an artist, it's not like you sign and you're just like a multimillionaire. Right. That's not how it works. And I feel like that's what a lot of people like from my hometown think whenever I come back. Like, they just think, I got a deal. I went to Nashville and got a deal, so I got, like, tons of money. I'm out here, like, balling and stuff and all. Like, nah. I'm like, y'all most likely make more money than me a week. I mean, there's definitely weeks and weekends where my guys in my band make more money than me. A bunch of them.
Yeah.
All through late 2019, early 2020 before pandemic hit, I didn't make a dime on any of those tours. Not a dime. So.
What year did you sign?
I signed in August of 2019.
Was there any hesitancy for you? Like, was there any like, well, now I know what I'm doing is going to work. Maybe I should just stay indie?
Not really, because
obviously hindsight too. Like, you're in a great scenario with a great label, obviously.
I mean, I got super fortunate with the label that I'm with, no doubt. I mean, there was other labels interested whenever I did one showcase in town, and there was labels interested, and the next day I went and saw the label that I'm at now, and I knew that is where I needed to be. Yeah. It was like it's like they treat you like a family. It's not like a big corporate thing, you know. You walk in there and you literally know everybody. It's like, the way I like to describe it is like going to a community college versus like a big D1 college, and you get like that one-on-one time with the professor or whatever. It's the same shit. Like at Big Loud, like me and the label president talk every day about songs, about whatever. I mean, that's just not something you see at all labels. Yeah. So, and the way they do things is always ahead of everybody else, ahead of the game. So it's hard not to sign over there. And I mean, to have the dude that like founded Nickelback and FGL and all that, like producing for me, which I'm a huge Nickelback fan. I don't give a shit what nobody says. I love that stuff. I mean, that's what I grew up on. So that was like the coolest thing was having that entire team, and you're like, this dude right here like producing, like wrote a bunch of stuff for Nickelback. This is crazy. Like, it took me a while to like not get starstruck by that, and then after that, now it's like we're all friends and we all work together. We all like want to see each other succeed. So that's what my label represents, and I'm proud to be a part of it. It's cool shit. I love it, but it comes with work though. They're not gonna hand it to you, so you got to do it. I mean, you got to write the best songs that you got, and then cut the best songs too. You ain't got to write them all. That's not how artistry works.
No, I think that's like
best song wins.
Yeah, people think that it's all about. I mean, I've always been kind of weird about that too. Like, I always am like, I want to be 100% a part of a song that I'm putting out. I want to be a part of that song.
Yeah,
but once you get on your position and you have these like amazing songs coming at you, it's kind of like,
yeah,
why wouldn't you?
If you can, in my opinion, the way I always look at it, because if you do research, you'll see that a lot of like people's heroes that are country artists from back in the day didn't write a lot of their stuff, and that always like set on me weird before I really learned about the music industry. And you know, whenever I signed a deal, I immediately got pitched back on a back road. Actually, I was before I signed the deal. I was still like verbally committed to him or whatever, and I didn't write it. So I was like, I love the song, and I knew that I related to it. But then I realized, like, if you hear a song, even if somebody else wrote it, and you can sing it and mean it every night authentically, it doesn't just sound cool, it doesn't just have a cool melody or whatever, like, you actually, like, your lifestyle fits with the lyrics, and it's what you've been through, why not?
Yeah.
My song, As Far As I Know, that song freaked me out a little bit whenever I heard it, because literally to every single word in that song is something that I've been through before. Like left turn by the white church, takes it to the red light and hangs right and all that stuff. That is like an exact scenario that happened to me in my hometown.
Wow.
I was like, what? Who wrote this? It was written in 2017. I was like, this is insane. We have to cut this. And that's why the label's like, okay, shoot. We didn't realize it was like that, you know? But, like, if you can relate to a song, go out and mean it, cut it. I mean, well, a lot of artists have a lot of pride and want to write everything, but, I mean, if the song you get pitched beats the song you got, why not?
Yeah.
It's all about being authentic, whether you wrote it or not. I mean, I get, like, people can write their own story, but sometimes your own story comes from an outside narrator.
Yeah.
Does it feel different when you hear it? Like when you hear that song, knowing that you didn't write it, but it still hit home with you compared to something that you wrote and have cut? Like, does it feel different when it gets played back to you or when you hear it on the radio or something like that?
With that one specifically, with As Far As I Know, not really. After my vocals went on it, I was like, this is me telling a story. Like, after that, you know, and the writers are all my buddies. I mean, and they, you know, we all were talking about it and stuff, and it was a cool thing. Like, I didn't realize that I'd been through all that shit, but I told Hunter Phelps, I was like, dude, this is like scary. Like, whose idea was this? I think it was Jameson's idea. But I was like, I gotta have this song. But yeah, I mean, a song like that's that specific, you hear it and you're like, this is my story. Like with Back on a Back Road, I didn't write that either. Hardy wrote it. With Cole Taylor and Josh Kerr, they're all my buddies too. So it's been cool having them come along and help me out. But I mean, in that song, there's a tiny bit of disconnect in some places, but as far as like the meaning behind it, I can mean it every day. And you can see the difference in the audience on the songs that you mean and the songs that are like cut because it sounds cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different world, man. And I got songs that are like uncut that we go play out and people know every word to it. Not even out. Just I like leaked a demo on Instagram or something, and they'll sing more words of those songs than they will to Come Back to Bed sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because people resonate with real shit. That's just how it works. Like, I got a song called Outskirts. I get messages about it every single day.
That's a banger, too.
Thank you.
Dude, it's so good.
I get messaged about it every single day. And it's from a demo. Like a low-quality demo.
You have that one on your Instagram somewhere, too?
Yeah, it's on my IGTV. The whole demo is. Because I got so much crap for not releasing it. I was like, okay, here's the demo. Y'all live with this for now, and I'll get it to you eventually.
Yeah.
Because releasing songs ain't as simple as everybody thinks it is. They're like, well, why don't you just go record it and put it out? It's not how it works. There's a lot of like steps that have to be taken, and the other song has to play its course on the playlist and all that shit. And it's like if you put another one out, it's gonna cut the one that was before it out from like getting put on playlists and all that. It's like the crazy strategy that goes along with releasing this stuff. I wish I could just dump songs out. I wish I could, but whatever.
If you could put one out right now that isn't out, would it be the Outskirts song?
Probably. So people would stop getting pissed off at me.
Get on my DMs.
There's people that got legit. Whenever I released Hello You Up, and the people knew that it wasn't Outskirts coming out next, they DM me mad about it.
Yo, fuck this song. We don't want this one.
We don't want this one.
Outskirts are bust.
I was like, well, the only way you're getting that song is by me because it ain't going nowhere. I was like, so you can be mad all you want, but I mean, with labels, you got to play the game. You know, there's a whole team of people that know what they're doing and have their job for a reason, and sometimes you let them call the shots, and then you put out the song that they think is necessary at the time, and you kind of got to find the balance between what the artist wants to do and what the label wants to do, and find a happy place in the middle. Because if you go straight up one direction and straight up the other, you're gonna lose passion somewhere. Yeah, on one end or the other.
It's give and take.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely, you got to make sure everybody's always like super excited about what you're doing. Because if you're just like screw you, I'm not doing this. Like blah, blah, to everything, they're going to lose passion. They don't want to work with you no more.
Mm-hmm.
So finding the balance, if there's anybody listening, work your ass off, get a deal, and then find balance.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here.
You heard it here
I'm
first.
107.6
FM, The River.
The river.
Get down to the river.
You're down to the river.
All right. I got to ask you.
We went down a rabbit hole whenever we started talking about the music industry.
Good. We went down. It was good, though. That was great. That was some cool stuff. Like, I had some great takeaways from that.
I just learned so much, man. So much about how this shit works. Because I came 3 years ago, I moved here, and I was just a country fan. So I was those people that DM me asking about songs. Like, I only wanted to hear albums. I didn't want to hear singles from artists. I was a country fan.
Who'd you DM about songs?
I didn't even know what a DM was before I moved here, to be honest with you.
I want some big artist to pull out a DM from Sean Stemaly in 2015.
Put it out. Brantley, I'm tired of this shit.
I'm pulling up in my Cummins diesel in the driveway. Don't put this shit out.
Dude, I was a hardcore, like, Justin Moore fan, FGL, hardcore FGL fan, Cole Swindell in those early days like that, like all that era that whenever I was a country, like, just fan, it was some good shit getting put out. So, most of these guys I know now, and that's the crazy part. That's what 3 years does. Isn't that nuts? Mm-hmm. Like, I was just with Cole Swindell last night hanging out. Like, we text and stuff. I'm just like, what the hell?
You know what's wild about that, too, is I realized after living here for 3 years, that was probably the point where I started to realize I'm here longer than most people. Like, after 3 years of being here, it was like, oh, you've only been here a year and a half. Oh, you've only been here 6 months. Oh, you've only been here 2 years.
Yeah.
After that 3 year mark was when I started
people come and go.
Oh, yeah. Like, people, I think, leave earlier than they probably should because they give up on it, or the town eats them up and spits them out or whatever. But,
well, it's like I was telling you, they bite off more than they can chew. They don't understand that it's not just because you're a beautiful singer. Nobody's going to come, like, worship you because you're a beautiful singer. There's tons of good singers here. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's people in this town that'll sing circles around me that don't have deals. And I just outworked them. That's it. That's just straight up the truth. And people, if somebody wants to get mad at it, they can get mad at it. But, I mean, I did feel, I felt weird signing a deal when I did, because I felt like I was swooping up from under the people that I was looking up to moving here. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, shit, they want to give me this opportunity. Why wouldn't I take it?
Yeah, for sure.
But it definitely was a thing where I was like, there's people that have been here for 10 years, and I got this opportunity that quick. I mean, you got to go out, network, work your ass off, write the best songs you can, build up your vocabulary, keep practicing. Dude, dude, my vocabulary since I started songwriting has expanded so much. It's mostly redneck shit, though. Like, I'll travel around the country. And
wait.
No, but I'll travel.
Yeah, you gotta, like, whoa.
Back that up.
Dude, I'll travel around the country and pick up people's dialect. Because now that we're touring everywhere, like, I hear different things that people say, and I plug that shit into songs. Because you'll hear a saying that, where I'm from has never been said, and you're like, that can go on a country song. I've never heard that before.
Hit us with one. I want to hear one of these.
I mean, a lot of them are going to be from Moon.
Well, that's true.
Perfect.
That is true.
What did I tell you? I was with Moon last night, and we were driving home from the show, and my lady asked him about shoes or some shit, and he goes, those what are them things? We might know. What are them shoes called that with, like, the OC on it or whatever? Like
it's like the
athletic
new
shoes.
hype athletic shoes that everyone's wearing.
OC?
Like, it's
they kind of got this, like, you can tell how
everybody's wearing this.
We're
shit.
Obviously not, like, in the hype crowd of shoeies.
Yeah,
I usually am though.
I got
J's.
I've had J's since I was in 5th grade, so
I don't know.
It's kind of like an 8 looking.
Dude,
type.
you've seen them.
Shoes?
I promise, dude. I promise you've seen them.
Give me something I can Google, because now I need to know what these are.
Just type in, like, training shoes. I guarantee they pop right up.
Top 5 training shoes or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna know. Everyone's been wearing these lately. I don't know what they are.
He said it last night. It's something simple. I can't remember what it was, though. Must not been that simple then.
We can. I mean, if this takes too long, we can cut it out. But
it wasn't the No Bulls.
course.
Are they running shoes or training shoes?
Maybe they're running shoes.
They're not Asics, right?
No. Type in running shoes.
They look like an 8, kind of. Like a vertical 8.
Yeah, the first one's on cloud.
Okay, that looks nothing.
On cloud.
That looks nothing like an 8.
God dang it! I knew it was something with 2 like round shapes right there. That's an 8 to me.
I'm over here going like this.
No, that's kind of close. That's close.
Oh God.
But anyways,
are these like good?
Yeah, they're everybody swears by them. Moon was like, "Hey," this is what he sounds like. He goes, "Hey," which if the episode before this is Moon, y'all will know this is what he sounds like. He goes, "Listen, I bought these for my daughter and my girlfriend, and I got some, and they're the best tennis shoes I ever seen." And Haley goes, "Oh, I'm gonna get some." And Moon goes, "Hey, what size hoof are you?" She goes, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, like your hoof. How big's your hoof?" You don't hear that shit where I'm from.
Asking a girl what size hoof she is. I like that.
It's just like inherently derogatory.
That's funny.
That's so mean.
That's so. But he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it.
Doesn't.
He doesn't mean it slightly mean. It's just how he talks.
Yeah,
that's a good one though.
What's the line then? You build that one into a song?
I'm just saying, like, that's an example on like stuff you don't hear. I mean, just like the different ways people say shit. Like, I didn't know what a shoey was until I started like getting to know Australian people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've never been to Australia, but like here I got a couple Australian friends and they tell me like the things that they say. Like a bogan.
What's a bogan? A
bogan is like a redneck in Australia.
Oh, cool.
They call Morgan Bogan Wallen in Australia.
That's awesome.
Isn't that wild?
That's awesome.
They love him over there. Like, he's like a household name in Australia.
But, Bogan.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Bogan Wallen.
If I type in Bogan Wallen, it suggests, did you mean Morgan Wallen?
No way. That's awesome.
But
have you ever heard Paddock Basha?
No.
Paddock Basha. It's like a car that's designated, like it's specifically for just like driving through like what we would call a beater, that you can just drive through a field and run into a tree and no one cares. They call a Paddock Basha. Paddock Basher.
Paddock Basher?
Paddock Basha.
Where's that from?
Boom.
Australian slang vehicle suited driving rough terrain. Oh, like a mud truck.
Like a yeah. Like a mud truck.
See, and we also got things that we say where I'm from that nobody here says. So it's like it balances itself out. We got shit where I'm from that we say that kind of like amazes people here. It's pretty cool. I'm like, damn, well, I'm in Tennessee. Y'all are acting like I'm more country than you. This is great. Like, I don't know if we'll offend anybody, but whatever. We call like the girl, like in every small town, there are girls that like dudes with nice trucks. That's just facts. We call them mud crickets. That's what they're called.
Oh my God.
I'm just telling you.
Mud crickets.
It's because they hop from truck to truck.
That's awesome.
Just rubbing their legs, hopping between the trucks.
Oh my God.
This goes deeper than
I've definitely seen some mud crickets in my hometown.
Yeah, I'm telling you, every small town has mud crickets. They just don't know what to call them.
Did you ever go to like the rod runs in Pigeon Forge? Or did you hear about them ever?
I used to come down here to a place called, I never went to like rod runs. I was in the diesel world. Yeah. So I went to this drag racing event every year that Beans Diesel hosted. It's not too far from here.
Yeah, down the highway.
It's that drag strip. I can't remember what they called it. Shoot, I don't remember.
I know what you're talking about. You can see
I
it
came
from the
every year
highway.
for like 4 years here. And that's the only time I ever been to Tennessee until I moved here.
Okay.
But
well, the rod runs it used to be mainly like a old car show. So it would be like all these classics, all the people park them at the side of the street for like pretty much like 4 miles down this road. It's cars parked right up next to the street, and people sit and watch all the other cars go by and stuff. But it slowly like evolved as I went to high school to like a truck community. So all these dudes with jacked up trucks would show up with hella beads on the freaking sides of the mirrors. So then it became a boob fest.
Yeah.
So these dudes were chucking honestly, they were just chucking these beads left and right to, I guess, these, what do you call the crickets again?
Mud crickets.
Mud crickets, yeah. There were mud crickets everywhere over there. It was gnarly. I knew some mud crickets. They probably wouldn't claim to be mud crickets at this point in their life because they have kids and stuff now, but you used to be a mud cricket, and I know.
Well, maybe they'll get divorced at some point and go back to their roots.
Go back to squeaking.
Just don't put them on the hook now.
Don't put them on the hook. You catch your catfish.
I don't even know what I'm saying. Catch your catfish. Yeah.
Making them up now.
Dude, you have to get Gaia TV. It's an app on your phone. Basically,
how much is that a month? $10?
Something like that.
Everything's $10 a month.
Everything.
It adds up after you get all these different I'm like, shoot, I might as well just get cable.
You know what I did at this one, though? I paid a flat rate and just got it over with. But what it is, it's packed full of alien stuff, dude. With these people talking about, like, their experiences with aliens. And these interviews, man, they're either the best actors in the world or this shit is real. Like, it blows my mind.
Yeah?
It blows my mind.
I think it's real. I ain't scared to say it.
Yeah.
Shit. If you think we're the only ones out here, you wrong. Straight up.
There's no way.
You look at every star in the sky, you really think that, I mean, every star is a galaxy.
Yeah.
And there's like millions of them. So I'm sure there's another planet that's just far away enough from whatever sun it is for the right temperature, the right heat, all that shit that we got. There's got to be more. So, yeah. I mean, and probably they got an Elon Musk or whatever that builds spaceships like a badass and comes to other planets.
Yeah, they got people that are way further ahead of us. Like, these people talk about going on, like, there's a couple different interviews and stuff. I'll have to send you one. I can send you free ones. Since I own it, I can share to my friends. But
I love mooching. Let's go.
I'll send you this. This guy, basically, he got taken to Area 51, right? He got taken down to, like, the basement area of Area 51. He was taken down a hall, and when he's going down, it's, like, huge. I make it sound like it's, like, a little townhouse. It's not. It's huge, and down each of the hallway, there's doors, right? And each one has a different spaceship from, like, a different, like, they don't know. And they're, like, working on them and trying to understand their technology. And he got to work on some specific ones and stuff. And it's just, like, when you hear the stories, it's, like, crazy. You kind of can't help but, like, believe a little bit of it. At first, you're like, no way. But these people are, like I said, they're either, like, amazing actors. I don't know how they don't have, like, freaking Grammys. But it just blows my mind that...
You sent me that one.
Dude,
you sent me that one. It was crazy.
I'm going to tell y'all right now.
Can't wrap my head around it.
I'm going to tell y'all right now. Some of the structures that are built around this planet, like pyramids and big old mine temples and Stonehenge and all that shit. I was a heavy equipment operator my entire life before this. And stones that size were hard for me to move with like a 270 excavator, which is a big son of a gun. I mean...
How heavy can those things move?
Very, very heavy.
Like take down a house?
Yeah, I took down all kinds of houses.
Yeah.
I used to tear down houses all the time. I tore down restaurants. We tore down stadiums, schools.
Like, how much can it pick up, though? Like, you know what I mean?
If you're just vertically picking something up, I mean, it depends on the machine, but, like, it can only be so much weight before it starts teetering. But those big stones of that size, I mean, it would move them, but you would be feeling it in the arm. Like, whenever you got the controls, you would be feeling that shit. Like, you can't just, like, swing real fast. You would have to be real careful. And for a human... to move it up that high.
And those things have been there thousands of years, too.
I don't know. I don't even think Big Phil could do that.
Large Phil. Large Phil, I think
Large
he could do it.
He's got the biceps the size of my head, and I don't think he can even get close to doing that. So,
this is saying some of the biggest excavators can lift between 4 and 5 tons.
Yep.
That's 8,000 pounds to 10,000
You're talking about
pounds.
A big excavator, though, dude. You're talking, there's some big ones out there, like...
And those rocks, though, how much are they weighing? And we're talking, these things were stacked.
High.
However,
that's what I'm saying.
But back then, they didn't have.
How did they get them up in the air?
Yeah.
Stonehenge stones weigh between 25 and 30 tons.
See, no, there wasn't no humans moving that shit. I'll tell you that right now.
How many humans would that even take?
People would be dying.
Yeah.
Every like inch that you move it.
They didn't back then. I'm sure people were dying building stuff anyway because it was just like they're hands on.
But it is
whatever. But
it's impossible. There's no way that it happened, dude. There's no way. Because after you've been like messing with like picking stuff up for a long period of time, and you got to have all these chains, like super strong chains to move stuff like that, and like buckets that are like triple reinforced. What, you think human hands are going to do that? No.
What if they didn't elephants though? What if they had elephants helping?
I mean,
I'm not going to sleep on the elephant strength out there. Those elephants are strong.
But how far are you going to carry that stone with an elephant?
I don't know if they like had like a leverage system though. You know?
Surely they would have found artifacts of that by now.
So this is the heaviest thing ever lifted on land. They hold the Guinness World Record for it. It was in Korea, and they lifted 23,000 tons.
Holy smokes! That's 46,000 pounds.
But look at what it takes. Like, so they would have had to do this for every one of the Stonehenge stones. Is what, you know what I mean? Like, we're way past excavators.
It almost looks like it says North Franklin.
That's somebody's new house in Franklin.
Yeah, no joke. They're putting together the new hood out in
some
Franklin.
like Vanderbilt doctor or something.
Yeah, it's really nice. We're gonna put a fountain in the back, but it weighs 23 tons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, y'all.
There's so much of that.
Y'all can believe what you want, but I've lifted the objects before, and no, ain't happening.
No chance.
Not by humans. It was done by aliens, no doubt. Either that or they had some crazy technology that we don't know about.
I think that someday we'll probably understand all that, and hopefully it's soon, because I've been on this hype craze lately. I see like these clips that are probably fake, that are like videos of people getting like a UFO or something outside of an airplane window. So anytime I fly now, I'm like watching. I'm like the whole time I'm like, oh my God, please, like something. I gotta see it. But something I can't put together is how the hell are all these people like recording these UFOs on like Motorola Razors? You know what I mean? Every video is like,
I know.
There it is. Like, you can hold it still. Like, you see
nervous.
the quality of these videos.
You get nervous, man.
Whatever, dude.
It's scary.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. I would be like even if I was gonna die, I'd just be like frozen solid filming this like off a cliff. Like,
well, the Pentagon already admitted that they got proof of it.
They did toss that out, but I feel like they tossed
and
that
nobody
out.
Nobody paid attention to it.
Well,
like, you didn't like.
There was some other stuff going on.
Yeah, there's like a huge health pandemic going on. They're like, by the way, we saw a UFO, and everyone's like, we're all dying. What should we do? And they're like, but look, it's a UFO. So they expect everyone to like all of a sudden drop their health and like look at it. I wish they would put that out in a little more like chill time, so that everyone could be a little like more aware that there's an actual UFO footage that they put out. You know what I mean?
I think they did that shit on purpose, so nobody would pay attention to it. They're like, well, we admitted it. 10 years from now, whenever we're getting invaded, they're like, well, we admitted it 10 years ago during the pandemic.
Dude, I got to send you that.
Everybody's surprised now that there's aliens like 10 years from now. They're like, we told you guys already.
Yeah, we're in the middle of like, I don't even want to joke about this. God forbid there be like another health pandemic thing. I never would wish it on anyone else in the world, and I pray that we never have to go through anything again and that we become stronger. But I could see the government, like, we're all in the middle of a pandemic, and they just like, CNN's like, just made peace with a new planet Satari. Here are their people. They're all on Earth. They're moving to Cincinnati, Ohio, and they've all made it here. They're gonna like drop that
9 feet tall,
and no one's gonna care because they're like, oh my God, we're all sick.
Everybody's gonna be like, well, are they playing for the Lakers or what?
Probably. They're just
gonna get drafted. All people care about sports, no matter what goes on in the world.
Alien drafted to the Heat.
The whole pandemic's going on. Everyone's like, yeah, the Lakers won though.
Dude, what if Space Jam was like a hint at our future reality, that we're gonna have like these giant ass aliens playing with
the
our
Monstars?
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
they're all out there like, yeah, dunk.
That'd be amazing.
If Braun gets to play with his son, that's gonna be kind of close to that, probably.
Probably.
But Guys, thank you for
Are we closing out?
Yeah.
All right. Did Moon tell you any jokes on here?
No.
You got the bleeping tool?
Yeah, I got the bleeping.
He's got the bleeping tool. All right. I'm going to tell you a joke that me and Moon heard at the same time. So I didn't really steal it from him. We got it from this dude named Pope. Keep in mind, we're in the middle of a dove field in Tennessee.
Hey, wait. I think Moon did tell this joke.
Is it the fox hunting joke?
I think he did tell this joke.
Oh, he did tell it.
Did he tell the fox hunting joke?
I'm pretty sure he told the fox hunting joke. Because I think you had actually told it to me the week before when we were hanging out.
He told it on the podcast?
It was the old guy said thought he was going fox hunting.
Oh, yeah, he did tell it.
Did he say like the cussing version of it?
Yeah.
And you're going to bleep it out?
I don't think he did cuss.
So he did.
No. I don't remember.
What did he say? That's the punchline.
Let's just
tell it.
No, I'm not telling it. If he told it, I'm not telling it because he's going to be mad at me.
He definitely told the joke. I don't know if he told it on the pod. I don't remember. And actually, that's exactly what I'm doing after this is reviewing that episode too. So I don't know.
I think you should just tell us just in case.
Tell we'll cut it. Tell 2 jokes. Tell that one and then tell another one.
Yeah,
and we'll pick whichever one.
I don't know. The other ones are offensive. Maybe.
We got the bleep tool.
Yeah.
We don't have a make it right tool though.
Yeah.
Fix my career tool.
Yeah.
I need that one still.
Save my ass.
If we get that one, holler at me.
Yo, Jed, the new fix my career tool came in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see if this stays on the podcast after editing or not. But so there's this couple that just got married, and they move into their new house, and old boy has never met her parents or grandparents or anything before, none of her family, because they live far away. And they get settled in and stuff. She goes, "Hey, babe, is it okay if my grandpa comes and stays with us for the weekend?" He goes, "Yeah, that'd be great. We'll get to know each other and stuff." So Friday comes along, grandpa comes, and they're sitting in the living room bonding and whatnot and watching TV. And old dude gets a call from one of his buddies. His buddy goes, "Hey, man, you want to go fox hunting on Saturday?" And dude goes, "Yeah, man, is it okay if I bring my grandpa with me? We're trying to have some bonding time." He goes, "Yeah, that's fine." So Saturday rolls around. Old dude comes out. He's got his muck boots on, his camouflage, his hat, his rifle in his hand, whatnot. And grandpa comes out behind him. He's got his best jeans on. He's got his gator skin boots. He's got his leather jacket, hair slicked back. He looks like he's ready to go out on the town. And old dude just like, "Whatever, dude, where'd you want?" And they get in the truck and go to the tallest hill in the county. Park out in the middle of a field. Grandpa gets out. He goes, "What the hell is this? What are we doing out here? What is this?" And dude goes, What do you mean, Grandpa? Remember I told you we're going fox hunting. Like I asked you." And Grandpa goes, "Well, shit, son. I thought you said we were going to go something."
Jesus Christ.
I can't wait to put this right next to Moon telling it.
My grandpa told me this one, but so Hypnotist goes to a nursing home to do a show. Everyone's all excited. All the people are gathered in like their little room, and he gets up in front of everybody and says, "Hey guys, hope everyone's doing okay. I'm gonna do some hypnotist stuff here today. All I need you to do is follow along to everything I say." So he pulls out his pocket watch, and the room's full of old people, and they're all watching him. And he says, "From this moment on, you will do everything that I say." And they're all watching. They're going along with it back and forth. Well, the watch slips from his fingers, and he says, "Aw, shit." And it took him a week to clean that place.
That was cleaner.
I like that
we
one.
can keep that one. That was cleaner. I like that.
That's a good one.
Well, yeah. I mean, we should just make the podcast about jokes every time. You should have a whole joke segment. Bring the people on here and be like, "What's the best joke you got?"
Yeah. Well, the whole point
segment of that.
Well, I like to joke around and stuff, and I want this to be a place where people get to know me more for that, because I feel like I don't really put as much of that out there as I'd like to. So I hope that this brings that to light, and for you too. Because
he better start talking like a grandpa on here if he wants to be real, then, because that's every time he calls me, that's what he acts like. I can show y'all. Hang on 1 sec. Hang on. Does this mic work if I put a phone?
Hold the bottom right up to it. Yeah.
I think I still have this. I've kept it for a long time. I don't know if I deleted it or not. I might have.
Oh God.
Oh, I kept it.
There it is.
So this is not email. Why do I say that? This is a voicemail that Jed sent me a while back, and I kept the son bitch. How do you play this?
Oh God, I'm scared.
Put the bottom of it right on the mic.
Hang on. How do you restart this?
That's you.
How do you restart this thing?
I don't know. You
calling down there and say, how you doing? I know we're getting closer and closer to Christmas every 5 minutes, so I just see if you want to get a 410 shotgun or something, or me miles brownies for Christmas. So just give me a call back, and I'll tell you what, I'll give you some advice on how to kill a deer and strap your lawn. Okay, how?
Okay.
I'm out. The coolest grandpa.
No, I said how.
Oh.
I'm not that cool.
I was like, wow, that's a cool ass grandpa.
Jesus. Yeah. Well, I tell you, Bobo's.
Hang on. I got to text my ride to come get me from here. Hang on.
Okay. I'm going to close this out here, Sean, while you do that. Guys, thank you so much for being a part of today's podcast. Thank you, Sean, for being here. You can check out all his stuff. He's available on all the platforms. On the Instagrams, it's Sean Stemaly.
Yep, that's it.
Thank you for being here, brother.
Thank you for having me, dude. This is fun. Good stuff.
Love you. I'm excited to see what you got coming on, and hope you get to put out some of your rock stuff that you are passionate about, and we'll see you next time.
See y'all.
Later.